Hey friend, quick question before we start. Have you opened your electric bill lately? Because if your air conditioner has gone lukewarm at the exact moment that number decided to climb a mountain, I need you to hear this. Those two things are the same problem. Your air conditioner is running itself into the ground, sweating money off your meter every single minute, and giving you barely cool air as a thank you. Infuriating, right? Stay with me, hit that subscribe button on your way down, because the fix costs about $10 and half an hour, and by the end, you'll know exactly where to point it. Now let me make you a little angrier first, because once you see this, you can't unsee it. Your air conditioner does not make cold air. I know, sounds like something a strange uncle says at a barbecue, but it's true, and it's the whole key. It doesn't conjure coldness out of thin air. It grabs the heat that's already inside your house and hauls it outside, then dumps it. That big metal box humming away in your yard? That's the bouncer. Its one job is to throw heat out the back door. It does that through rows of thin metal fins with air rushing through them, carrying the heat away. So picture this. Picture those fins caked in a winter's worth of dust. Lawn clippings, pollen, and that fluffy cottonwood junk that gets into absolutely everything in June. The heat has nowhere to go. It just sits there, piling up like steam in a kitchen with every window shut. And your AC, bless it, doesn't quit. It just tries harder, runs longer, works itself half to death. And that, right there, is the sound of your money burning. Every extra minute it runs is another coin dropped straight into the meter, and you don't get a single degree of cool in return for it. The system is choking, and you're the one paying for every gasp. Here's the gut punch. It's been doing this for weeks, and nobody told you. So let's catch it. 30-second test cost you nothing. Put your hand on a vent blowing into a room, then go find a return vent. The big one that sucks air back in. There should be a real obvious gap between them, somewhere around 15 to 20 degrees colder coming out than going in. If they feel about the same, something's strangling your system, and your bill already knows it. Now march outside to that metal box and look at it. Really look. Is it furry? Is there grass grown halfway up the sides? Has a whole season of dandelion fluff turned it into some sad little fuzzy shrine? Did you maybe lean a bag of mulch and an old kayak against it last summer and quietly forget the crime ever happened? No judgment, but if that unit can't pull a clean breath, neither can your house, and your wallet is footing the bill for both. Quick one for the comments before we roll up our sleeves. I'm genuinely curious. When's the last time you actually walked over and looked at your outdoor unit? Be honest, mine once had a full bird's nest in it, twigs and all. We'll wait. Okay, here's the cheap upgrade I promised you, and it's not a gadget. It's a 30-minute favor you do for your house that pays you back every month. We're going to let that unit breathe again. But before you touch anything, and I mean anything, go kill the power. There is usually a disconnect box on the wall right next to the unit. Pull it, then walk to your breaker panel and flip the breaker for the air conditioner too. Both. This is the one step you do not get to skip ever, because there is serious electricity living in that box, and it does not care about your weekend plans. Power off every single time. No, saying it will probably be fine is not an option. Once it's good and dead, pull the big stuff out by hand, leaves, twigs, and the lone sock that somehow ended up in there. Then grab a regular garden hose, not a pressure washer, a garden hose, and gently rinse the fins from the inside out, so you are pushing the gunk back the way it came, instead of jamming it deeper. Easy, steady water. Those fins are thin as a potato chip, and they bend if you so much as glare at them. If a few are already bent, a $5 fin comb from the hardware store straightens them right out. And honestly, it is weirdly satisfying, like combing tiny metal hair. Then give the unit a clear 2 feet of breathing room on every side. Trim the bush. move the kayak, relocate the firewood, let it dry, restore power, and you are done. That is the whole upgrade. A hose, maybe $10 in tools, half an hour of your Saturday. No technician, no invoice, no 4-hour appointment window that magically becomes 6. Now here's the payoff, and it's the good kind of revenge. The second those coils are clean, the heat finally has somewhere to go. The system dumps it fast. The air at your vents drops cold. Actually cold. The kind that has you reaching for a blanket at 9 at night, like a total hypocrite. And here's the part your wallet's been dying for. It stops running marathons. A clean unit hits the temperature you set and then it rests. A filthy one never catches up, so it just runs and runs and runs, lighting your money on fire while you sit there sweating anyway. Now flip that. Cooler house, shorter cycles, a bill that finally stops climbing. Same machine you already own. You just stopped strangling it. And there's a feeling waiting for you on the other side of this, walking back into a house an hour later that feels like a refuge instead of a slow oven. The kind of cool where the kids actually fall asleep, where you stop peeling yourself off the couch. That's what you bought when you bought this thing in the first place. Somewhere along the way, the dirt stole it from you. This weekend, you take it back and you stop paying a premium for warm air you never even wanted. Want to stack a couple more wins while you're at it? First, the filter inside. Go pull it out right now. If it's gray and fuzzy, swap it. A clogged filter strangles your airflow just as badly as dirty coils, and it's the most ignored part in the entire house. But here's the twist nobody mentions. You can over-filter. Those super dense allergy filters that swear they'll trap a single atom of pollen can choke a system that was never built for that much resistance. For most homes, a clean mid-range filter that you actually remember to change is the sweet spot. Second, if you're still jabbing your thermostat up and down by hand, like it personally owes you money, a basic programmable or smart thermostat earns its keep by not blasting cold air into an empty house all day while everyone's at work. And third, the freebies that cost nothing. Close the blinds on the sunny side in the afternoon and make sure no furniture is parked on top of your vents. Your couch, I promise you, does not need air conditioning. And don't let a bookshelf or a laundry pile bury your return vent either. The system has to breathe in as well as out, and a blocked return is just slow suffocation from the other end. Now the honest part, because I'm not going to sell you a miracle and ghost you. If you've cleaned the coils, changed the filter, given the thing room to breathe, and the air is still crawling out warm, stop. Put the tools down. At that point, you might be low on refrigerant, and that is not a do-it-yourself job. Full stop. Refrigerant lives in a sealed system, and being low almost always means there's a leak somewhere, which means you want a licensed technician with the right gear and the legal certification to handle it. Same deal if the unit buzzes, but the fan won't spin, or it clicks once and goes silent. That's often a small failed part called a capacitor, and that little box can hold a charge that genuinely hurts you even with the power switched off. There is zero shame in calling a pro. The only shame is poking a live capacitor to save $90. Know where your line is and stand firmly on the safe side of it. So let's go back to that bill, the one that was climbing a mountain. Picture next month's instead. You're standing at the vent again, hand up, and this time the air pours over your fingers cold enough to raise goosebumps. The unit outside clicks off because it actually finished the job for once. And that number, it finally sits down, exhales, and stops climbing. All of that from a garden hose and 30 honest minutes. If you made it this far, truly thank you. Because you didn't just learn how to fix the air. You learned that the thing you were dreading, the expensive nightmare you braced for, was almost never the problem. It was a machine quietly gasping in your yard, burning your money one breath at a time, waiting for somebody to walk out there and clear its lungs. So this weekend, go let it breathe. Your house will thank you. Your bill will thank you. And future you, sleeping cool tonight under a blanket in the middle of July, already does.